Word. You still here, man. For real. Tell him.
Still around, we ain't going nowhere. Still around, we ain't going nowhere. We iller now, fuck a rap line or a verse. We're contemplating on letting this 9 off first. Still around, we ain't going nowhere. Still around, we ain't going nowhere. We iller now, fuck a rap line or a verse. We're contemplating on letting this 9 off first.
Welcome to the Artist Spot on BTV, a platform for the truth. We have a special guest today. We're here with a West Philly native that goes by the name of Aul Purpis. What's up, Aul Purpis?
What's going on? How you feel, Queen?
I'm good. Peace to you. Thank you for coming on the Artist Spot.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So we're just going to jump right into it. Tell us about your name. How did you come up with that, and how does that represent you?
Well, Aul Purpis pretty much came from start over for a new situation. You know what I mean? Because I was in the group Prophets of the Ghetto. And my name then was Big Bob the North Star. But when I went to Atlanta, Florida, things kind of changed. And then the name pretty much it comes from football.
Okay.
You know what I mean? All purpose yards, things of that nature. And I started putting it in the mix with other cats like KRS, Most Def, all purpose, boom and click.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much the changing of the guard. And on top of that, I just wanted to be spelled the proper way.
Right.
This is it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can feed that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where it pretty much came from. Just me wanting to change some things up. I was going into a new direction. I knew what I wanted. You know what I mean? Coming off the group Prophets of the Ghetto. Also formed another group called 84. So it was like, yo, I just wanted to change up things. So when people see, like, yo, that's my man, Big Bob. You know what I mean? But now it's AP.
All right, that's what's up. And I love the name. I think it's great.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So I know that you've been rhyming since the late 80s.
Yeah.
Tell us when you started to take it seriously and
I take it seriously. I think when I started. In '88. You know what I mean? It was a calling because I just got finished b-boying. I stopped b-boying like in '86.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it was like the changing of the guards, what I'm gonna do now. You know what I mean? And actually it found me. I remember the day it was Thanksgiving. Never forget. You know what I mean? But that date and that time was pretty much when I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to take this thing very serious. But knowing how hard it was going to be, no idea. No idea.
No idea. So tell me, since you've been in the game so long, give us your perspective on the difference, that it is now, from then to now, from that era that you started to the era we're in now. What are the biggest differences in the game and the industry?
Well, for one, if I may just add on for us, the artists, there's no lyrics today. A lot of the artists that's out today don't even compare to the artists that yesterday still doing their thing. It's so much a contrast, it's a shame. Yeah. It's like seeing some specific type of things and like that don't look like it.
Right.
Something wrong with that.
That doesn't fit.
That doesn't fit it. So now you got the cats like myself and other artists who do what they do on some real jazz. We coming after them type of cats because they got to get wiped out. So it don't mesh at all. It don't mesh at all. So I got a real pet peeve for those that like to do what they do. I'll let you do what you do. You're supposed to. But when you're coming into a whole thing like this, hip hop, you got a lot of things to answer for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your clothes too tight. Your lyrics is mumbled. You know what I mean? I don't understand what you're saying. What's the concept? How many times you want to get high on one track? So those things, speak on things. You know what I mean? You got to say something when you hold them up.
Right. And I think I seen a thing that Queen Latifah did the other day. She had a little video, and she was saying the problem that she thought was, when artists like her were coming up, they were they still on both sides of it. So you're still going, okay, yeah, we might have sold crack or did this or did that, but we also see how it was good to, raise things in the community or use that thing to better the community.
Exactly.
You look at both sides of the coin.
Exactly. And even back then when people was like, oh, that's bad, like the NWA era, you know what I mean? I would take that over what we're listening to right now.
Right.
Because even though you might think it's vulgar, it's a flare shot. That's telling somebody, look, we need help as a people. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck the police, things of that nature. That's
Right.
Rather, you know, how you might be looking at it being aggressive with these guys, gangbang, whatever the case may be. But that was supposed to happen.
Right.
Even when you got the KRS Ones and again the NWAs, I know the situation is a little bit different, but you still had something on both sides of the fence. If I wasn't messing with this, I could mess with that.
Right.
You know, so I think it's just a big contrast of what's going on. I think a lot of the artists now don't even think about what they want to do. Like I was looking at something on Facebook, it said the top 10 Philly MCs. I'm like, who the hell is this?
Right.
I don't even know these two.
You
know what I'm saying? At all. You know, so
you're not up there.
yeah, I said the same
right.
thing. You know what I mean? I've
right.
been doing it for quite some time, but it is what it is.
Right. So tell me, who does Aul Purpis listen to? Who stays in heavy rotation with you?
To be honest, right now, since I'm in creative mode, nobody.
Okay.
I don't listen to nobody when I'm creating my music because I don't want no influence of any kind to saturate my thought process. You know, I mean, I listen to music during my downtime when I'm not writing stuff and creating. And most of it is stuff from yesterday. You know, like the latest new joint I was banging was the Showbiz and AG out. You know what I mean? Styles P and Talib Kweli out. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Not really into the Jay-Z's and stuff like that. That really doesn't move my boat. Not saying that they ain't got good music, but that's not who I'm, you know, banking on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I need the authentic. I need where it's come from, the street, the block, the people. You know what I mean? I need all that.
Right. So since you mentioned that, are there any other genres of music that you would say have influenced, you know, your creative process?
Yeah, it's soul music, period. Jazz. You know what I mean? I see sound, I eat rhythm. You know what I mean? So it feels good to have a body of work that you're doing, but everything that you in hip hop doesn't influence you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Certain songs can just hit me in the top. Like, wow,
yeah.
I like that joint. So I'm very diverse when it comes to listening to music. You know, the last record I was listening to, was Seal. You know what I mean? I go far left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that helps me to understand this is an artistry situation.
Right.
You got to put everything that you got into it, make it sound good, make it look good, and when people hear it, they can feel good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I do listen to other genres of music.
Yeah. Good. So I know that you've toured the world. Tell us about some of the people that you've gone on tour with, and some of the places that you've been.
I've been the tour situation was beautiful. I think I've been touring for like 17 years. My first time touring was with Bahamadia, 1998. We went to Switzerland. We did San Francisco. We did Houston, Texas. From there, I got picked up by DJ Cash Money.
He was just in Philly the other day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just talked to him a little bit on the phone. You know what I mean? But he the one that put me in the perspective of getting on the road. We did the 2004 Olympics in Athens, Greece.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we did World Cup 2006 in Germany. We did Dubai, in there, Malaysia, Korea, London, all the time in the UK. Europe is one I stomped around where we had. So it was a beautiful thing. And then being on these tours, you know, as an artist, you got to be kind of humble. Because you see somebody, like, whoa, that's really them. But I'm glad I had that structure already to say, you know what, you got to do your job. I know that's them, but let them understand who they're going to see.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're you.
I'm me all day long. You know, so the ghosts don't change. But I've been rocking out with like likings of DJ I can say it, Cash, Dougie Fresh, Roy Ayers,
Legends.
yeah, legends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it feels good to be on the road. You know, doing the stuff. You know, weeks at a time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out the crib at least for like a month.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kids, I come back, kids big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was a heck of an experience. Just touring, just going around the world. Never thought I'd be able to do it.
That's amazing. So tell me, since you have toured the world, what was your favorite place that you performed and why?
I'm gonna say Dublin. All right, it was dope because the night before Kanye West had just performed at this venue, It's a huge venue.
Okay.
So it's just me and Cash. You know, he's the money man. He's the light up. You know what I mean? And that night was a beautiful night. I mean, from seeing like 5 people to having the whole joint filled up.
Yeah.
From the bleachers downstairs.
That must be an amazing.
Oh, man, it's beautiful. Yeah. It's beautiful. And me performing, it was something. You know, I think some of the folks either didn't see before or just wanted something like that again. So me being who I am, I gave it my all. You know what I mean? I got my pants tore off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, you know what I mean? I lost my chain. You know,
sounds wild.
It was wild. It was wild. You know what I mean? But I love just doing that and doing those festivals. You know, we rocked out with Puma, and they put us on tons of festivals outside. Yeah. So that felt good, seeing the conglomerate of people doing what they do. We right there, you got the Feral Monsters right here. You know what I mean? We stay in the same hotel. You know, I'm like, hey, guys, that's such and such. But I'm just coming here to do my job.
Right. And being amongst them, I mean, you know, that's how they're looking at you too.
Exactly.
You know, so it's a mutual respect.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let me ask you, since you have been around the world, I just want to throw this in there because I know a lot of time Philly gets a lot of slack for the way, basically, for our lack of support, I guess, for other artists and everything. So what is there? Do you see a difference in other cities? What are we doing wrong?
This is the quickest city, man.
It is.
You know, I love my city, man. But y'all cliquish, man. Let's stop that, man.
Please,
I just went through a situation where everybody being cliquish, man. Y'all want me on your show because I'm asking you for my money or I'm too aggressive. Stop acting like suckers, man. But just being in other cities, in other countries, you get the energy that you always wanted while you sitting in your living room scraping this stuff up.
Right.
You come out here, yeah, that's just fine. It's him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not knowing it's something brewing over here that you should get behind.
Right.
I see a lot of cliques and crews that came out of the city, ain't gonna name no names, but never came back for the reach back.
Right.
I never seen it.
Right.
Even from days of old. So those places, like we just went to New York to shoot my next video, Still Around, featuring Craig G and Phantasm. The love was heavy.
Right.
Like, man, I can't get this back at your crib.
Really, yeah. What is the problem with us? Come on, guys.
You gotta get it together.
Yeah.
Real. That ain't hip hop. You know what I mean? So I think the city just really got to get off its own tip and start, you know, understanding what else is out there.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's important. Me, myself, I'm a sharing type of individual. I'm generous. So if I see somebody that got something, you know, unique and dope and things like that, come on.
Right.
Gotta build a team anyway.
Right.
For those that want it.
Right.
This is a hard race.
And it's all about building. You know?
All about the build.
So let me ask you, as an independent artist, how effective has social media been for you to market yourself and promoting yourself?
It's helped out. You know, I could say a lot. You know, it can be done more. You know, me, I'm not an administrative type of individual. I said this my last interview, I just rather create.
Right.
Instead of trying to, you know, I get my X, Y, and Z, I gotta push this, I gotta go.
Promote market. You need a team.
You need a team. So that's what I'm trying to build right now. So whereas though I don't have to do much. Like one of my friends of mine, his name is Mr. P. So my manager. So he's making sure that I'm taking care of my all me. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, I need that. Because the weight on what I'm trying to do is becoming heavy. Real heavy.
So, what do you think some of the biggest misconceptions are for independent artists?
Most to me is that they probably can't make it. You know what I mean? For those that's up top, I can't worry about them. But for those that was up on top was right there.
Right.
No matter what. Independent means solo, dolo.
Right.
Individual, you was right there. Started from the bottom down here. But I think that's just the misconception and all that is just unreal. It don't feel right. It don't feel right whatsoever at all. So I just try to maintain and stay in my bag. Don't worry about anybody up top. You know what I mean? Not even worry about the climb that I got. Not even looking down at how far I got off the ground. Just keep on moving. Because one day independent will hit you in the head. Now it's industrial. Yet every day you gotta have it. You need it.
Right.
You know, when it's coming from a person speaking for self, only for self, I'm gonna give it all I got. Bottom line.
So what has been the most rewarding thing for you to be an artist, and what's the most challenging?
Again, I reflect back to someone that was the most rewarding, knowing I've accomplished a few things. No, my MC skill, my MC level, my givers took me over here. And it was taking me out of groups. I come from a group called Purpis of the Ghetto. So out of like 8 cats, I'm always the one being took from the group for Bahamadeers, for the DJ Cash Moneys, for the Spooks. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. So I'm like, yo, I got to harness something, and I got to harness it tight. Because if I don't, I'm losing. Yeah. And it's easy to lose. It's hard to gain. You can lose it real quick.
Yeah, definitely. So talk to me about private property, because you know I've reached out to you.
No doubt.
I've reached out to you.
Yeah.
The album is dope. Like,
appreciate it.
No skips. When I tell you there's no skips, and I'm a very biased person when it comes to music, especially hip hop. Anybody that knows me knows that. So if I said no skips, there's no skips. So talk to us about that album and you know the process for that.
That album was in the making a very long time ago. I would say at least about 5 to 6 rips. You know what I mean? And it came from me having to be by myself, literally. You know, from separating from my family, living in the room. You know what I mean? Going to work, coming home, smoking weed, all kinds of just nonsense. Being for those, but that pain was there, and that pain was there. So I'm like, you know what? If you want to write an album or drop any project, this is the time to do it.
Right.
You ain't got nothing but your thoughts in these 4 words.
Right.
Let's get this.
And I find it's best artists like when there's a hunger. Like, so, you know, like you said, you want with your family, you're in a room, you're by yourself, like, you know, you're hungry. Like,
super hungry.
Right.
Super hungry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, yo, not saying if this don't work, stop. Oh, this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep on rocking. But I got to have the energy to do it. Got to have the mindset to do it. Got to have the physical to do it. And I did it. One of the first joints was with Greg G, the big boy shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how that click-clacked was like, wow, that's what's up. That's hip hop. Yeah. And hearing his verse, when he dropped on it, I'm like, whoa, all right, okay. That's how we doing it. You know what I mean? Let me take my book bag and get busy. You know what I'm saying? And that right there pretty much gave me a test of being for one of the vets, and as nasty as he is, like, you can ride right along with it. Right. You can do it. Right. Give it a shot, B. And I did it. You know what I'm saying? So it's so good to have that accomplished. With the private property, I just loved it. You know what I mean? Like I said, sitting in the rooms, living, that's where the title comes from. Private property. You know what I'm saying? This is 4 rooms, 4 walls, 1 door, just me in here. Sweat. The fighting fusses, you know what I mean? That's experience. You know, everything that's on that record is self. You know what I'm saying? It really happened. You know what I mean? The fighting fuss, the authentic product, the fight things, which one of my favorite joints on there. Dirty Weapons was the last installment of that record. And that just happened last year. So I'm already telling you how old this record is before the people even get it. Right. Dirty Weapons was just recorded last year. You know what I mean? And the video was shot last summer. Yeah. So once I heard that, and that's produced by my man Reese Tanaka, who I'm working diligently with right now. When I heard it, I'm like, yo, this gotta go on the album. But I'm gonna get rocked. Yeah. And my man Reese is like, nah, I don't think you can be able to do it. Pulled it off like a prom dress. I did it. You know what I'm saying? It felt good to know that I can go out there and do that type of work because I'm only going to get 2 in J or night. Right. I got the money to do it. Come on. So that's the reason why I went in with certain artists, you know, and getting the proper respect from artists that I respect. Right. Rock was like, I'm glad you know how to rhyme. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's roll this up real quick. You know what I mean? So that's the private property is a beautiful project. Me, truthfully, I really like the album. Like I told my man Baby Black, who actually engineered on the record, and God's engineered on the record. I'm like, yo, it's a solid piece, yo.
Yeah.
From beginning to end, it's solid.
No skips.
No skips. There you go. No
Private
skips.
property.
Private property.
Okay, so talk to us about your upcoming project called Heisman, right?
Yeah.
The Heisman? Talk to us about that.
The Heisman is, again, going into my football baggage, Rich, you know what I mean? And how I broke it down, say, hey, he is man. So that's what Heisman pretty much is. And it's just a conglomerate of Heisman Trophy when it's hip-hop style.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I want to put this all in the frat house where it's just, you know who crib that is. That's the Heisman house. That's the hip-hop forever, you know, museum or whatever the case may be. So I said, you know what? We're going to make it just that. We're going to see if we can reach out to certain artists to be X, Y, and Z. So when people see me, oh, it's the Heisman, baby.
Right. That's
it's respect.
Good concept.
Yeah, so I reached out to Sadat X, who just recently sent me his verse to what I'm doing right now. Pace One, Salute is on the album. Craig G, again, is on the album. Phantasm from the Cellar Dwellers is on the album. It get heavy. And along that, mixing it with my Philly comrade. You know what I mean? Like my man Sun One, he's on this joint with it's me, Sun One, Pace One, it's Sadat X. It's called How the Fuck You Sound, part of my language. So this is definitely coming at the generation that's here right now.
Right. I can't wait to hear the album.
I can't wait to
hear it. So I want to thank you for coming on the Artist Spot.
No doubt.
I appreciate it.
Indeed.
And Aul Purpis going to perform for us, so make sure you stay tuned for his performance. All right, peace.
Peace. AP. White thing. BTV. Got my rapping on, and my strapping on. Mama says a cold world, mommy put that jacket on, so I strapped it on, wrapped it on. Food for thought, little nigga gon' pass it on. Looking like my father without the glasses on, no look past, coming fast, getting my magic on. Fully footing coming down the lane, shooters on the ways to identify things. Before you woke, I did 25 things, puppeteer up in here, pulling 25 strings. This ain't funny games, son of running things, bring static to your ill vibe like Sonny James. So go ahead, son, run and play, and learn to speak to grown folks in a better way, and keep your eyes on them knocks in the Chevrolet. Put advice you should take like every day, dig it, from sun up to sundown. Make no mistakes, pump your brakes, nigga slow down. You in a rush, then go round. Stay in your lane or get gunned down. If life seems like a pipe dream, don't get excited, you all been invited to the fight thing. From sun up to sundown. Hey yo, hands in the air, nobody move. Taking your lunch money like the bully in school. No, I'm too hot to take a dip in the pool. Real rap, see how I act when I'm flipping the food. Yo, I'm up to no goodie, tucked in the black hoodie, repping hard with the rest of the squad in West Philly. In my army greens, there's a ton of trees. Backstab crabs, I crack like Dungeonese. I ain't playing fair, and I'm staying here. Shit got the bang like I got Dr. Dre in here. Letting loose in a bubble goose like a nigga stuck a AK in here. Leaving niggas laying there for no reason at all. 2-piece tees in your jaw. Leave you there screaming for law. Y'all thought it was over 84 when POG, but they back with the crossover like CP3, cause I do this. The sun down, make no mistakes, park your brakes, niggas slow down. You in a rush, then go round. Stay in your lane or get gunned down. If life seems like a pipe dream, don't get excited, you all been invited to the fight thing. What? Say what? Dig it. You ain't commanding still, so you have this real pussy like badge and still treadmill standing still. Say what I want, fuck how you cowards feel. Cowards is flowers, soft like daffodils. Never held a $500,000. Got a gang full of stars and they all like mass appeal. Flipping, tripping, dipping off of acid pills. Wanna be a killer, but can't hold a cannon still. Feel like Biggie, nigga, give me the loot. Talk slick, big brick, yo, give him the boot. It's right, all my life I've been in high pursuit. On the grind, I got no time time for a designer suit. I'm in the streets where it's hard to eat, where the struggle act, looking like a lumberjack, full black thundercat, where old head Fred run the numbers at. Don't go to a commercial like Herschel, nigga, run it back. From sun up to sundown, make no mistakes, pump your brakes, nigga, slow down. You in a rush, they go around, stay in your lane or get gunned down. When life seems like a pipe dream, don't get excited, you all been invited to the fight thing. From sun up to sundown, stay in your lane or get gunned down. Aul Purpis, y'all. PCV, private property, Heisman, he is man. Check me out, man. 1, 2. This is for that authentic hip hop, my niggas. Oh!
Talk first
loud, you can all hit it, right in your ball fitted. Stay short, but I stay sharp and tall with it. BDK, every day I was raw with it. Humble in the jungle, always ready to brawl with it. Wolverine, yeah I mean, sinking them claws in it. Strive for perfection with my weapon with no flaws in it. While you flossing, I'm tossing those that ain't got that authentic hip hop and less forcing it. Yo, you digaboo, you killing who? Keep in mind you're behind enemy lines and it's 10 and 2. Listen, I did what I intended to.